Boxing truth here. I had to talk a little bit about the proposed pay-per-view matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Adrien Broner that's being considered for a date in mid-October in Las Vegas, as Bob Arum currently has a hold for mid-October in Vegas for a potential Manny Pacquiao fight that could feature Adrien Broner as the opponent. Now, funny enough, this proposed bout was revealed by a rival promoter, as Golden Boy matchmaker Eric Gomez was the one that spilled the beans to boxing writers that Manny Pacquiao has a done deal with Adrien Broner for a date in mid-October, and that fight's going to be taking place. And he was told under good authority that that's going to be next for Manny Pacquiao, and it looks likely to be Adrien Broner as the next opponent for Pacquiao, though Bob Arum has rejected that the fight with Broner is a done deal, that he's simply among the names being considered for Manny Pacquiao's potential return, as he's saying he still doesn't know if Manny Pacquiao is going to come back, but he does want to fight again. So the other names being considered for Manny Pacquiao's October date are Danny Swift Garcia and the Terrence Crawford fight. So it's a very good possibility that Adrien Broner will be next for Manny Pacquiao. And it's because Bob Arum was the one that started this. He spilled the beans to boxing writers when he told the media that Canelo was going to be fighting Liam Smith before Golden Boy announced it. And this time, Bob Arum wasn't bullshit. He wasn't lying. He was telling the truth, and that's exactly what went down. Golden Boy ended up announcing a fight between Canelo and Liam Smith. So a lot of people are assuming that Golden Boy matchmaker Eric Gomez is telling the truth, that Manny Pacquiao's next fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, and it's going to be against Adrien Broner. Now, when this fight was first mentioned by Golden Boy's matchmaker Eric Gomez, and it was revealed to the boxing media, the public, the overwhelming reaction to it was positive. They considered it a fun matchup, a fresh matchup for Manny Pacquiao, considering the fatigue from the Bradley fights. That'll be interesting. It'll be a good promotion, and people will be interested in watching the fight. Though many who are interested in watching the fight have no doubt that Adrien Broner will be light work for Manny Pacquiao. And in my opinion, I'm intrigued by the fight. I'm interested in the fight. It is a fresh, fun matchup. It would be a good promotion. And also, people wouldn't mind to see Adrien Broner get his ass whooped by Manny Pacquiao. And that's the intrigue behind this. People are okay with this fight being on pay-per-view. People wouldn't mind this fight. But do people really see it as a competitive fight? I don't think so. Most people think Manny Pacquiao would trash Adrien Broner, and he would trash Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner is light work for Manny Pacquiao. He doesn't throw enough punches. He doesn't have a good enough defense. He doesn't have the boxing ability or the footwork. He's a stationary target that stands in the middle of the ring, in the pocket, and that is just a field day for Manny Pacquiao. He's going to look like $1 million in that ring against Adrien Broner. It might even possibly end his knockout drought if he were to fight Adrien Broner in October. But Adrien Broner is durable. He's tough. He can take some shots. But ultimately, he'll get schooled. He'll get beaten down and dominated by the speed and footwork and experience and punching power of Manny Pacquiao. So it's interesting to me that people will accept this fight, would pay for it, wouldn't mind it, but many consider it not a competitive fight. So when it comes to the other prospective opponents for Manny's return, in your opinion, which one of those names is the better fight, is the most competitive fight, and is a fight that that you actually give the opponent a shot. Because Adrien Broner, in my opinion, has no chance against Manny Pacquiao. But names like a Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford, I think those are tougher fights for Manny. Those are more competitive fights. I think he beats both guys, but there's more intrigue behind those fights. But Adrien Broner is the biggest name of those three guys, but he's not the best fighter of those three guys. Terrence Crawford would beat Adrien Broner. I would pick Danny Garcia to beat Adrien Broner. Garcia could make it dangerous for Pacquiao because of his counterpunching ability, but I think Manny's speed and footwork and his power and his angles will be a little too much for Danny to deal with. Terrence Crawford doesn't really have the best chin or the defense, but he has the style, the power to make it interesting. So, if you had a choice, which fight would you really want to see the most? Do you want to see Adrien Broner get whooped by Manny Pacquiao? Do you want to see Pacquiao get tested a little bit by a counterpuncher in Danny Garcia, or a switch hitter with power in Terrence Crawford? It's interesting. I mean, people would like to see Broner, but they don't think he could win. Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford, in my opinion, are tougher fights. But which fight do I want to see the most out of the three in terms of competitiveness? I like to see Terrence Crawford, if he can get past Victor Postol, of course. If Terrence Crawford beats the shit out of Postol, trashes him, knocks him out, unifies the titles, I think that should be Manny Pacquiao's next opponent. Not a guy in Adrien Broner who lost a few rounds to Ashley Theophane, got whooped by Sean Porter, has taken safe fights in between L's from Maidana and Porter, hasn't really looked good in his subsequent fights following a loss. Didn't look all that good against Theophane. He looked good against a inactive Khabib Al-Ahadiev. But if Terrence Crawford has a tremendous performance against Postol, it'll be better than anything Broner's done in his career. By far. I mean, the totality of his career. But I wouldn't mind an Adrien Broner fight. I don't mind seeing Adrien Broner get his ass whooped, and it'll be just as fun to see Manny Pacquiao whoop his ass. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Which fight is the most competitive for Pacquiao, Crawford, Broner, Danny Garcia? Which one you want to see the most, and why? And would you even think Broner has a chance against Manny Pacquiao? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.